I've got a suitcase heart with stickers from the places I've been hurt, airline tags from every time I landed in the dirt. But the zipper still works fine, and there's room for one more thing. Maybe something like your name, or the way you laugh in spring. I'm not the tidiest of travelers, I overpack my fears. I carry extra baggage from my 20-something years. But I've learned to travel lighter since you showed me how to fold my worries into origami cranes instead of heavy gold. Pack it up and carry on. Every dent just proves it's strong. Suitcase heart with 100 stamps, carried through the storms and the reading lamps. Every scratch is a place I've been, every tear in the line and let the light back in. Suitcase heart, it's seen some miles, but it still opens up and it still makes me smile. Carry on love, that's all I need. A suitcase heart and a window seat. You told me once your heart's a backpack, worn and faded green, with patches from the people and the places in between. I said mine's a rolling suitcase with a wobbly left wheel, but it gets me where I'm going, and it's learning how to feel. We met inside a terminal between the gates of change, two pieces of lost luggage on the carousel of strange. But something clicked like latches, and I knew before we spoke that your carry-on was matching mine, too beautiful and broke. Pack it up and carry on. Every dent just proves it's strong. Suitcase heart with 100 stamps, carried through the storms and the reading lamps. Every scratch is a place I've been, every tear in the line and let the light back in. Suitcase heart, it's seen some miles, but it still opens up and it still makes me smile. Carry on love, that's all I need. A suitcase heart and a window seat. I don't need first class or fancy things, just the way your voicemail sings. I don't need a destination plan, just your fingerprints on my suitcase handle. We're not perfect travelers, you and I. Sometimes we miss the flight, sometimes we cry, but we always find each other at the gate. And love is never early, but it's never really late. Suitcase heart, one final call, boarding now with scars and all. Every scratch is a place we've been, every tear in the line and let the love back in. Suitcase heart, it's seen the world, but the best thing it carries is you, boy or girl. Carry on love through every storm. A suitcase heart that keeps me warm. Wheels down, we're home now. Suitcase heart, still beating loud. I pulled a chair up to the window and I asked the rain to speak. It tapped against the glass like it had answers for the week. I said I'm tired of pretending that I've got it figured out. The rain said nothing back, but I could feel it listening now. There's comfort in the gray when you've been chasing sunny days, when the brightness feels like pressure and the blue gets hard to face. The rain doesn't judge you for the tears, it just joins in. A billion tiny rivers saying it's okay to begin. When the sky cries, I don't feel so alone. Every raindrop sounds like coming home. Conversations with rain on a Sunday afternoon, telling secrets to the window in my tiny living room. The sky talks back in thunder, soft and low, saying everything you're feeling, I already know. Conversations with rain, let the water wash it clean. The sky is held much heavier than the weight of your routine. I told the rain about the job I'm not sure I should keep, about the friend who slowly faded like a promise lost in sleep, about the version of myself I thought I'd be by now, and how the gap between the dream and real life makes me bow. The rain picked up as if to say I hear you loud and clear, then softened to a whisper like it's gonna be okay, dear. And I know it's just the weather, I know it's hydrogen and air, but something about rainy days makes honesty feel fair. When the sky cries, I don't feel so alone. Every raindrop sounds like coming home. Conversations with rain on a Sunday afternoon, telling secrets to the window in my tiny living room. The sky talks back in thunder, soft and low, saying everything you're feeling, I already know. Conversations with rain, let the water wash it clean. The sky is held much heavier than the weight of your routine. Maybe I'm romanticizing puddles on the street. Maybe I'm just lonely and the rain is all I need. But if the ocean can be beautiful and terrifying too, then maybe I can be a storm and still be something new. The rain is slowing down, the clouds are shifting east, and something in my chest has found a tiny kind of peace. Not the fireworks kind, or the mountaintop reveal, just the quiet kind of knowing that it's okay to feel. Conversations with rain, one last drop on the pane, saying see you next time, hope you'll be here again. And I'll always pull up a chair, because the rain is the only one who doesn't judge my prayer. The sky goes quiet now, but I still feel found in conversations with rain, the most honest sound. Dear tomorrow, I'm not sure where to begin. I've been drafting this letter since the night you let me in. The pen keeps running out of ink, or maybe I run out of nerve. But there are things that I've been holding that the daylight doesn't deserve. I wanted to say thank you for the mornings after grief, For the way the sunrise always felt like borrowed belief that maybe things get better even when the evidence is thin. That maybe hope is just the act of trying once again. This letter's not finished, and maybe that's the point. Every word's a bandage on a self-inflicted joint. Unfinished letter, folded up inside my chest, full of all the things I mean but haven't quite expressed. Dear tomorrow, please be gentle with the girl who's trying hard. She's writing with a broken pen on an already written card. Unfinished letter, but she'll send it anyway, because perfect was never coming, so she's sending it today. Dear yesterday, I'm sorry that I blamed you for so long. You were doing what you could with an incomplete song. The mistakes I made at 20 weren't the villain that I thought. They were lessons wrapped in tissue paper, delicate and taut. And dear, right now, this very breath, the second on the clock, you're the only thing that's real between the ticking and the talk. I waste you chasing futures, I waste you mourning pasts, but you keep showing up for me, and you never ever rest. This letter's not finished, and maybe that's the point. Every word's a bandage on a self-inflicted joint. Unfinished letter, folded up inside my chest, full of all the things I mean but haven't quite expressed. Dear tomorrow, please be gentle with the girl who's trying hard. She's writing with a broken pen on an already written card. Unfinished letter, but she'll send it anyway, because perfect was never coming, so she's sending it today. Dear the person reading this, wherever you may be, I hope you know the letter that you're writing is already poetry. The crossed out lines, the coffee stains, the margins filled with doubt. That is the most human thing that I have ever found out. So don't wait for the perfect words, they don't exist, I swear. Just fold the letter as it is and throw it in the air. The wind will carry what it can, the rest will find the ground. And either way, you spoke your truth, and that's the bravest sound. Unfinished letter, this is where I'll stop. Not because I'm done, but because the feeling's what I've got. Dear tomorrow, I'll be there messy and awake, with an unfinished letter and a heart that's still at stake. I'll keep writing, keep trying, keep sending every imperfect word until the letters become the life I always deserved. I used to hate the corner booth, the one beside the door, where couples share a milkshake and their feet touch on the floor. I'd rush through every meal alone and leave before dessert, because a table set for one felt like a scarlet shirt. But somewhere between last July and this past New Year's Eve, I stopped apologizing for the company of me. I ordered extra pancakes and I read said that's good advice. Set the table, light the candle, pour the wine. The best day of my life is mine. Table for one, and I'm doing just fine. Bread on the left, and the butter's divine. I don't need a plus one to feel complete. I'm the main course and the window seat. Table for one isn't lonely, it's free. The most important reservation is me. I took myself to brunch last Sunday, wore my favorite coat, sat outside and watched the city, and I didn't check my phone. The eggs were slightly overdone, the coffee was too hot, but the morning was entirely mine, and that was quite a lot. I used to fill the silence with the noise of someone else, mistaking codependence for the love upon the shelf. But now I know the difference between lonely and alone. One is missing something and the other one is home. Set the table, light the candle, pour the wine. The best day of my life is mine. Table for one, and I'm doing just fine. Bread on the left, and the butter's divine. I don't need a plus one to feel complete. I'm the main course and the window seat. Table for one isn't lonely, it's free. The most important reservation is me. And if love shows up one day with flowers at the door, I'll welcome it with open arms, but I won't need it to feel more, because I've already learned to be the feast and not the crumb. And the party started long before another person comes. So here's a toast to every soul who eats alone tonight, to every single diner underneath the neon light. You are not a half that's waiting for your missing piece. You are whole and you are wonderful now. Pass the bread, please. Say table for one, the final course is served. Every single bite is more than I deserve. I don't need a plus one to feel alive. I'm the reservation that finally arrived. Table for one is where I found my heart. Turns out I was the love I needed from the start. Check please, but I'll be back tomorrow. Same seat, same beautiful solo. Behind the house I used to love, there's a garden made of ghosts. Every flower is a memory of the ones I've loved the most. The roses are my grandmother, the daisies are my youth. The ivy growing wild and free is every half-told truth. I come here when the world gets loud and sit among the green and talk to all the versions of the life I could have been. They never answer back, of course, but that's okay with me. Sometimes the silence of a garden is the loudest therapy. Let it grow, let it bloom, let it ache. Every petal is a choice I had to make. Ghost garden in the corner of my mind, where the beautiful and broken intertwine. I water it with tears, time. Ghost garden, growing wild and growing true. The most alive thing built from what I've been through. There's a bench beneath the willow where I sat the day you left, and a patch of sunflowers marking where I caught my breath. The lavender is self-forgiveness, planted just last year. It's still small and kind of fragile, but at least it's finally here. The weeds are all my worries, and I pull them when I can. But some of them grow back because I'm only human, and the garden isn't perfect. It's a practice and a prayer, a daily act of showing up and simply being there. Let it grow, let it bloom, let it ache. Every petal is a choice I had to make. Ghost garden in the corner of my mind, where the beautiful and the broken intertwine. I water it with tears and tend it with my time, and every flower whispers you'll be fine. The other day I didn't recognize. It wasn't grief or longing, it was something like surprise. I planted it beside the gate, not knowing what it'd be. And this morning when I checked on it, it looked a lot like peace. Not the perfect kind, but the kind that has its roots in every ugly season that produce the sweetest fruits. Ghost garden, one last walk before the dew. Every petal, every leaf I owe to you. The ghosts aren't haunting, they're just holding space for every love that time could not erase. I'll keep coming back to the most beautiful ruin on the map. The gate stays open, the garden keeps growing, and somewhere between the grief and the knowing, I found myself among the flowers, spending my most honest hours. Streetlights come alive at 7:30 every night, like a city full of therapists just waiting for the light. I walk beneath their golden glow with nowhere left to be, and for 37 minutes I'm the freest version of me. My sneakers know the pavement better than my therapist does. They've heard about the breakup and the job I lost because I couldn't separate my worth from what I do from 9 to 5. But underneath the streetlights, I remember I'm alive. One block at a time, one breath at a time. The city heals an orange light. Streetlight therapy session number who knows what. Walking through the aches and all the ties I never cut. The sidewalk doesn't charge me, and the night air takes my side. And somewhere between block 4 and 5 I stop needing to hide. Streetlight therapy, glowing soft and gold. The cheapest kind of healing for a tired soul. There's a bakery on 5th that closes right when I walk by, but the smell of fresh baked something still hangs like a lullaby. And the couple on the bench, they're arguing about a show, and it's nice to know that someone else doesn't have it all to know. The fountain at the park is lit in blue and white tonight. A kid left their skateboard, and it feels poetically right that even in the absence there's a story being told. The city is a novel, and I'm reading as I stroll. One block at a time, one breath at a time. The city heals an orange light. Streetlight therapy session number who knows what. Walking through the aches and all the ties I never cut. The sidewalk doesn't charge me, and the night air takes my side. And somewhere between block 4 and 5 I stop needing to hide. Streetlight therapy, glowing soft and gold. The cheapest kind of healing for a tired soul. I passed a stranger crying on the phone outside the store. I didn't stop, but I whispered, "You'll be okay, I'm sure," because that's what the streetlights told me on my darkest night. That even in the flicker there's a steady kind of light. And I believe them more each time I lace my shoes and go. That healing isn't linear, but at least it's gotta glow. Streetlight therapy, final block tonight. I can see my building and my kitchen light. The walk is almost over, but the feeling stays. A pocket full of golden streetlight rays. Streetlight therapy, I'll be back tomorrow night, because the city always leaves the light on, and that feels a lot like being alright. Keys in the door, sneakers on the floor, a little more healed than the night before. You always ordered cinnamon on everything you drank. I thought it was ridiculous. You said it was your ring, your signature, your fingerprint, your tiny daily art. I didn't know that cinnamon would break my stubborn heart. I walked into our coffee shop 6 months after the end, and ordered something different, like a stranger, not a friend. But the barista recognized me, asked me where you've been. I said, "We're not a we anymore." And he said, "That's a thing." Cinnamon on the counter, closer in the cup. Some things you drink slowly when you're finally giving up. Cinnamon and closure stirred into my drink, sitting at our table, learning how to think without your name beside mine, without your laugh on call. Cinnamon and closure is the bittersweet of it all. One sip at a time, I'm letting go. Cinnamon and closure in the afterglow. I kept the mug you gave me, the one with the chipped ear. It's holding pens and pencils now, instead of warmth and fear. Repurposing the remnants is a skill I'm getting good at, turning what we used to be into what I understood. The playlist at this cafe hasn't changed since we were here. The same acoustic covers of the same songs from last year, but I hear them differently now, like I'm hearing them for me. Not as half of something broken, but as someone getting free. Cinnamon on the counter, closure in the cup. Some things you drink slowly when you're finally giving up. Cinnamon and closure stirred into my drink, sitting at our table, learning how to think without your name beside mine, without your laugh on call. Cinnamon and closure is the bittersweet of it all. One sip at a time, I'm letting go. Cinnamon and closure in the afterglow. You know the funny thing about a coffee shop goodbye is that the coffee doesn't care, and neither does the sky. The world keeps making lattes and the milk keeps being steamed, and your absence is the quietest thing I've ever screamed. But today I didn't scream, I just sat and drank it slow, and watched the cinnamon dissolve and finally let it go. Not you exactly, but the version of me that needed you. The girl who couldn't order coffee without ordering for two. Cinnamon and closure, one last sip remains. The cup is almost empty, and so are the chains. Sitting at our table, but it's my table now. Cinnamon and closure, take a final bow. One sip at a time, I found my way. Cinnamon and closure tastes like a brand new day. I leave a tip, I grab my coat. The bell above the door writes the final note. Telescope at the wrong star for years, looking for your constellation through a lens of tears. But the sky is wide and infinite and doesn't play our games, and stars don't rearrange themselves to spell out people's names. So I move the telescope a quarter turn to the right, and found a patch of nothing that was pulsing with the light of something not yet named or claimed or written in a chart. And I thought, well, maybe that's exactly like my heart. Point the lens a little higher, see a little more. There are galaxies inside you that you haven't yet explored. Telescope heart, book about the cosmos lying on my floor, about how every atom in my body lived before, in stars that died a billion years before my lungs drew air. And suddenly my loneliness felt universally fair. If even stars explode and scatter, find new forms and shine, and maybe I can fall apart and still turn out just fine. The universe wastes nothing, every ending feeds a start. And maybe that's the lesson of a telescope heart. Point the lens a little higher, see a little more. There are galaxies inside you that you haven't yet explored. Telescope heart, searching the sky for the kind of love that doesn't make you cry. Telescope heart, turning slow, looking for a light that feels like coming home. And maybe home's not out there in the stars above. Maybe home is learning how to be your own enough. Telescope heart, you'll find the view, the most beautiful thing, it's pointing back at you. Tonight the sky is cloudless and the moon is almost full, and I am lying on the rooftop feeling beautiful. Not because of anyone or anything they said, but because I'm made of stars and I'm not done being yet. The telescope is resting and the stars are doing fine, and for the first time in forever, so am I, and so is mine. Telescope heart, one final gaze through the lens of all my healing days. The sky is wide and so am I. A telescope heart beneath the sky, and every star that blinks tonight is whispering, you're going to be alright. Close the lens, close your eyes. You're made of light, you're made of sky. The meter's running and so am I, from everything I said and the look in your eye. The driver doesn't speak and I'm grateful for the dark, just the hum of the engine in my slowly breaking heart. I gave the address of the place I lived before, not the new apartment, but the old familiar door. Because heartbreak has a GPS that always takes you back to the last place you were whole before everything went black. Red light, hold still. Yellow light, slow down. Green light means go, but I don't wanna be found. Taxi confessions in the backseat of the night. Every street light flashing like a tiny oversight. I'm telling all my secrets to the headrest. And the rain, the taxi doesn't judge me for the traffic in my brain. Backseat truth is all I've got tonight. Riding through the city in the neon light. told the rearview mirror about the fight we had in June. How you said I'm too much and I said you're not enough, and both were true. About the drawer of your things I packed but left beneath the bed, because removing you from my apartment is easier than my head. The highway opens up and so does something in my chest. The skyline looks like someone scattered diamonds heading west. And even in the sadness there's a beauty I can't name. Like the city's saying we've all been there, no one's really to blame. Red light, hold still, yellow light, slow down, green light means go, but I'm ready to be found. Taxi confessions in the backseat of the night. Every street light flashing like a tiny oversight. I'm telling all my secrets to the headrest and the right. The taxi doesn't judge me for the traffic in my brain. Backseat truth is all I've got tonight, riding through the city in the neon light. The driver finally speaks and says long night. I laugh and say something like that. Yeah. He says I've driven 1,000 broken hearts across this town, and every single one of them eventually came around. It's not advice, it's not a quote, it's just a man who drives and sees enough of human mess to know that love survives. Not always in the shape you want, not always with the same, but the heart keeps hailing taxis, and it always knows your name. Taxi confessions, final fare. Tonight I see my old building and the kitchen light. The meter stops but something else begins. The quiet after crying in the space where hope sneaks in. Backseat truth, I'm stepping out the door, a little less together than I was, but somehow more. Keep the change, I tell the night, and walk toward my own front light. There's a museum in my memory with velvet ropes and frames, and every room's a chapter, and every painting has your name. The lighting's always golden because that's how I remember things, and the audio guide whispers in the voice that used to sing. Exhibit A, the coffee shop, December 23rd. You wore that ridiculous sweater, and I pretended not to stir. But the truth is I was shaking from the moment that you waved, and the museum keeps that moment in a room that's always saved. Welcome to the museum of us, where nothing fades and nothing turns to dust. Museum of us, walk the hallway slow. Every frame's a feeling from not so long ago. The first hello, the last goodbye, and everything between. Museum of us, the most beautiful exhibit I've ever seen. Touch the walls and feel the echoes of our days. Museum of us, where love is on display. Exhibit B, the kitchen and the pasta we burned twice. You said the smoke alarms and applaud beautiful and terrible both last. Welcome to the museum of us, where nothing fades and nothing turns to dust. Museum of us, walk the hallway slow. Every frame's a feeling from not so long ago. The first hello, the last goodbye, and everything between. Museum of us, the most beautiful exhibit I've ever seen. Touch the walls and feel the echoes of our days. Museum of us, where love is on display. There's a room I haven't opened, it's the one marked with the end, where the colors change from golden to a softer shade of when. I'll go in there someday, maybe, when the missing doesn't sting, when I can look at what we were without wanting everything. But today I'll stay in Exhibit A, where the sweater's slightly worn and the coffee's always hot and nothing yet is torn. Because a museum isn't just for things that last forever, it's for things that matter deeply, whether or not they stay together. Museum of us, the lights are dimming now, closing time is coming, but I'll take a final bow. Every frame's a feeling, and I'm grateful for each one. Museum of us, thank you for the sun. I'll lock the doors, but I won't throw the key. Museum of us, you'll always live in me. The gallery goes quiet, the paintings hold their breath, and somewhere in the silence there's a love that conquers death. Not by lasting, but by mattering, and that's enough for me. Museum of us, admission's always free. They don't tell you that goodbye has weight, that it sits in your chest like a stone at the gate, that the word is only 2 syllables long, but it echoes for years like an unfinished song. I rehearsed it in the shower, practiced in the car, whispered it to strangers at the hotel bar. But when I stood in front of you and opened up my mouth, the word went north and everything I meant went south. Gravity pulls harder when you're trying to let go. The heavier the love, the deeper that you know. The heaviest kind of calling. You looked at me like I was making the mistake of the year, and maybe I was. Maybe I was drowning in my fear, but staying in a room where both of us were shrinking small was heavier than any goodbye down the hall. The taxi pulled away, and I watched you through the glass, a figure There's a version of the world where I stayed and we were fine, where we figured out the pieces and we colored in the lines. But this world, the real one, asked me to be brave. And brave is not the mountain, it's the strength to leave the cave. So I carry the goodbye like a boulder up the hill, and every morning it gets lighter, and I think it always will. Not because I loved you less, but because I loved me more. And that's the lesson hiding underneath the gravity's floor. Gravity of goodbye, one more step ahead, lighter than I was when I left your doorstep. Every step away from us was toward myself. The gravity of goodbye placed me somewhere else. Not broken, not defeated, not destroyed, just heavy with the love that I deployed into the world, into the sky. The gravity of goodbye taught me how to fly, and now I'm rising. Still heavy, but rising. No makeup on the counter, no alarm set for the day, just the sound of Sunday breathing in its slow and easy way. The sheets are slightly tangled and the pillow holds my shape, and for once I'm not in any rush to decorate or drape. I caught myself in the mirror on the way to make some tea, and for half a second I just stood there and liked what I could see. Not because I'm perfect, not because I've changed, but because the light was gentle and I felt within my range. Sunday morning skin, no armor and no walls, just the version of myself before the curtain falls. Sunday morning skin, bare and beautiful and mine, every line and every freckle, living proof of time. I don't need the filter or the angle or the pose. Sunday morning skin is how the real story goes. Bare and beautiful and standing in the light. For the first time in forever, I think I got this right. I spent my 20s covering the parts I didn't like, concealer on my sadness, highlighter on the fight. But Sunday mornings taught me that the canvas is the art, that you don't need to paint a smile over a heavy heart. My body's been through seasons and it shows in every way. The summer left its freckles and the winter left the gray, but spring keeps showing up and so do I in messy form. And there's a kind of beauty in the weathering of storms. Sunday morning skin, no armor first time in forever, I think I got this right. To everybody standing in the mirror right now, tracing all the things they trade if the universe allowed, I hope you find a Sunday morning gentle as the dawn, where you look at all you are and decide to carry on, not in spite of every mark, but because of every scar. You are so much more than what you think your flaws are. Sunday morning skin, one final look, better than any cover of any book. Every line and every beautiful mistake. Sunday morning skin is worth the ache, bare and beautiful and brilliantly designed. Sunday morning skin was mine all along, I find. The tea is getting cold, but I don't mind at all. I'm just standing here, feeling 10 feet tall, and nothing but the morning and my own 2 feet. Sunday morning skin, finally complete. They handed me the blueprints of the life I'd planned at 10. A house with a white fence and love that never bends. But the foundation cracked at 20 and the roof came down at 5. And I stood in the rubble wondering how I'd survive. I picked up the first brick on a Tuesday afternoon. Nothing inspirational, just a woman in a room, deciding that the wreckage was a canvas, not a grave, that the after is an architecture only broken people make. One brick doesn't look like much, but one brick is more than enough. Change the floor plan, change the address, change too, but the architect of after, she knows exactly what to do. Building past the break with mortar made of tears. The strongest thing I've ever built was built from all my fears. I laid the kitchen first because a kitchen means you eat, and eating means surviving, means I'm back on my own feet. I hung the door without a lock because I'm done with keeping out. The only thing I'm guarding now is the garden of my doubt. The bedroom faces east because I want to see the dawn, and a daily architectural reminder to go on. The windows have no curtains and the walls are painted bright because the architect of after builds everything toward light. One brick doesn't look like much, but one brick is more than enough. Architect of after, building past the break. Every wall I'm raising is a choice I choose to make. The blueprint changed the floor plan, changed the address, changed too, but the architect of after, she knows exactly what to do. Building past the break with mortar made of tears. The strongest thing I've ever built was built from all my fears. There's a room I'm saving for A version of myself who exists somewhere in the future on a yet unbuilt shelf. I don't know what she'll need, a studio, a library, a den, but the room will be ready, because the architect believes in when, not if, but when, not hope, but plan, not maybe someday, but I know I can. Architect of after the final beam is placed, every crack, every fracture, every beautifully erased old blueprint that I followed just because I was afraid is now the architecture of the bravest life I've made. Building past the break is how I found my ground. The architect of after, turn the rubble into sound. And the house is standing, it's not perfect, but it's mine. Every room a revolution, every hallway a sign that breaking down is just the first draft of building the architect of after and enough. Drove 300 miles to see the sky change colors in the cold. They said the northern lights come out when you stop doing what you're told. So I parked beside a frozen lake and turned the engine off and waited for the universe to show me something soft. The sky was black for 40 minutes. Nothing happened yet. Just the sound of my own breathing and the cold against my neck. But I didn't leave because I've learned that beautiful takes time. That the most spectacular things in life don't operate on mine. Wait for it, wait for it, there it is. Green and purple like a first time kiss. Northern light paints in the sky with the colors of every tear I've ever cried. Aurora Heart glowing inside. I didn't know that healing could be this wide. Stretching across the frozen night, proof that darkness always makes room for the light. Northern light, I found my own, dancing in the colors of coming home. I videoed the first 30 seconds, then I put my phone away. Because some things aren't meant for content, some things are meant to stay between you and the atmosphere, between the cold and the divine, between the version of yourself at midnight and the one at 9. The green became a curtain and the purple joined the show, and I started crying, not from sadness but from letting go of every expectation that the world would hand me joy, and finding it instead beside a lake in Illinois. Wait for it, there it is. Green and purple like a second chance to live. Northern light painting the sky with the colors of every tear I've ever cried. Aurora Heart glowing inside. the people who will never see this view, who are sitting in their living rooms believing skies are always blue. And I wish that I could bottle it and mail it to their door, a tiny jar of northern light that whispers there is more. There is more than the ceiling that you're staring at tonight. There is more than the worry and the overplanned flight. There is a sky so full of color that it doesn't even care if anyone is watching. It just puts on the show, and there's northern light. One last look before I drive. The most beautiful thing I've seen in all my life. Aurora Heart, take this feeling when I go back to the city and the ordinary flow. I'll remember that the darkness held this gift, that the coldest night produced the most magnificent. Engine on, heater up, northern light inside my cup. I drive home different, I drive home new, carrying the aurora, and it's carrying me too. I found a library book underneath my bed. It was due back in November of 2010. The fine is astronomical, if libraries still cared. But I opened it to chapter 5, where someone else had dared to underline a sentence about love being a verb, not a noun, not a feeling, but a thing that you deserve to practice every morning, like a language that you learn. And I wondered if the person who underlined that still yearns, overdue but right on time. Every late return is a sign. Overdue library book, 14 years too late, but the words inside are worth a lot more than the wait. Every dog-eared page a lesson that I wasn't ready for. Overdue library book, but I needed something more than punctuality. I needed poetry, an overdue library book that finally set me free. There's a margin note in pencil that says this was about her, and I built an entire love story from a literary blur. Was she tall? Did she read Hemingway or something slightly strange? Did she underline with purpose or an accidental range? I checked the card inside the pocket. Someone named Marie borrowed this same book in 1993, and before her was a Jonathan in 87 fall. And this book has been connecting lonely people through it all. Overdue but right on time. Every late return is a sign. Overdue library book, 14 years too late, but the words inside are worth a lot more than the wait. Every dog-eared page a lesson that I wasn't ready for. Overdue library book, but I needed something more than punctuality. I needed poetry, an overdue library book that finally set me free. I walked into the first time in a decade. The smell of paper hit me like an emotional grenade. I put the book on the return desk with a note inside that read, "Thank you for the 14 years I finally read what needed to be said." The librarian just smiled and scanned the barcode on the spine and said, "You know, the beautiful thing about overdue is it means you took the time." Overdue library book, this is the final page. Every word I needed found me at the perfect age. Not when I was young and fast and thought I knew it all, but now when I am slow enough to hear the quiet call. Overdue library book, returned with love. Some things are right on time from far above. I walk out the door into the sun, 14 years late, but the reading's done. And somewhere out there, Marie understands that the best books find you when you're finally ready to hold them in both hands. In both hands.